I love me some Avatar Nation. Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
Boy, you have nerve. You've been beating everybody.
I'm talking, baby.
What up, SK?
I'm here for the mess.
I'm talking, baby.
Get it, Daddy.
Hey!
I love me some Avatar Nation. Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
Although you didn't call me silly, honey, you're shady.
I'm talking, baby.
Get it, Daddy.
Well, goodness gracious.
No beef, just tofu.
I'm here for the mess. Get it, Daddy.
Woo, child.
Well, goodness gracious.
Avatar Nation.
All right, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? I don't have my headphones in, so if you hear me rubbing on my thighs, that's what it is. All right, I'm just letting you know. But hopefully y'all doing okay. This is not our normal broadcasting hour, but I'm over in the UK. I'm doing it for the way in the UK. What's up, Auntie Donna, baby? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Huggy Machino? Hope you doing well. I miss you, Huggy. Don't see you as much, but good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Detach Myself? Thank you for being a tofu and being with us at this hour. What's up, Diva D? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Cheryl, Burnett, and friends? Girl, did you see Camilla said hell no to the no to Joe Biden when the Golden State Warriors went to go visit them in the White House? And she's not kneeling. How you gonna tell the president what you're not gonna do on the national stage? Any other job, she would have been demoted. What's up, Spicy? How you doing? Hey, if you need me to send you, some protection like a bulletproof vest or something like that, let me know, girl. Let me know. We need our spicy and feel it to remain spicy. So let me see. Huggy Machino says, I would love to speak about the Bank of America problem. I bank with them. I got an important tip for anyone with a bank account moving forward when you got a chance before you in the live. Okay. Huggy, when I go to commercial, I'm gonna try to find my headphones because it's gonna have that echo if I don't put my headphones on. But I'm not gonna be live for too long, so I'm definitely gonna give you the opportunity to come up. Or you can just say what you're gonna say and I go mute and then we do it like that. All right. But let me get through this real quick, Huggy, and then I'll let you come up. I'm not gonna be on for too long. I'm gonna be on for about 40, 45 minutes and then I got to bounce. So just stay with me. I ain't gonna be doing an 8-hour live like Tracy and Jay Wilson. This is gonna be quick. All right, here we go. But thank you, Huggy. What's up, Auntie Donna, baby? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here as well. What's up, PDP? I got you, PDP. Make sure you stay here, PDP, okay? Because you are in one of my videos because I know you contributed to the platform, and I wanted to acknowledge your gesture. All right, so here we go. Let me bring up the agenda real quick. Feel free to go to the live. Please subscribe to the channel. There is not much going on, y'all. So I just want to take this time to maybe educate us about some real world news that we could definitely use in your real life and proceed from there. So let's see what we got going on regarding the agenda tonight. Let's see what we got. All right, here we go. All right, woo, child. Oh, did I share my screen? It should be sharing. Do y'all see it? Uh-oh, hold on, y'all. My bad. Where is it, y'all? Do y'all see my agenda? Y'all, do you see my agenda? Do y'all see my agenda? Hold on, y'all. Where my agenda at? Y'all, do you see my agenda? Hold on, y'all. Where my agenda at? What? Do y'all see my agenda? Oh, my bad, y'all. Hold on. StreamYard tripping, yo. I'm like, what the hell? Sorry, y'all. Thank you for y'all engagement. Thank you for y'all participation. I'm glad y'all some engaged students because Heatwave students ain't engaged as y'all. So thank y'all so much because Heatwave trying to get her students to participate and they just dumb as a box of rocks. She say, "You hear me? You understand?" And nobody reply because they don't understand what the hell she's saying. But anyway, let's proceed. Let's proceed. Somebody came in and said hello. What's up, Black Pearl? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, you came in and said hello. Hello to you back. All right. So let's get into it. Thank you to all those who said yes. I went live with another live that I had scheduled like 2 months ago, and that was still up. So it was still showing and everything. So anyway. All right, here we go. What's up, Just Nasty with your nasty self? Thank you for being a tofu as well. What the hell? Oh, I'm like that. What kind of avatar is that? It look like some damn woods or something, like some tree limbs or something. But it's a dog in the living room. All right, let's get into it. Y'all, please pray for Yahmeen. Yahmeen is, he came up on my live earlier. He's having a tough time right now due to relatives' sickness. Being the great person that he is, he's caring for his loved one. So please keep Yahmeen and his family member in y'all thoughts and prayers. Okay, if y'all got time throughout your day, y'all meditation period, or whatever, when you're looking at the sky or whatever, please keep Yahmeen in y'all thoughts and prayers. All right, I do want to transition properly, so I do want to play our thank you song for Philly T, because y'all should be thankful and grateful for your help, but we also hope that, God lays his hand on Yahmeen and his family. All right, give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all. We'll just take a moment of silence. All right, we'll be right back.
I want to thank you, everybody, for sharing your life with me. You gave me so much, you made me happy. Your love's been amazing. I know I couldn't make it without you. Without your love. Thank you.
All right, yes. Prayers up to Yahmeen. What's up, Lolo? How you doing? Thank you for getting low with us in the early day, midday, or late afternoon, wherever you are in this part of the world. All right, I hear you, Spice. You getting ready for work? Okay, I see you. It's already lunch where I'm at. All right, next up is, let me tell y'all something today. I told you I'm getting over this cold or whatever it is. It's a bug going around and everybody's sick. I don't know if it's the weather or what, but it got me. And I told you I've been sick the last couple of days. I didn't muster enough energy to go to the gym. Now, mind you, I went to the gym and I left right out the gym. I walked around that bad boy. I saw the dudes on the basketball court who are selfish as hell, and all they do is just shoot, shoot, shoot. It's like a brother, so like two brothers and they friend, all that. And I was just like, no, I'm not in the mood for them. And like I said, I walked around the gym one time, I walked in, right the hell out. But what I did, now see y'all, please don't get mad at me, but I gotta speak my truth. But what I did do was I took my ass to Burger King. Cause I said, I don't feel like cooking. So I took my ass to Burger King, y'all, and they got this special going on. It's $5. You get like the Whopper Junior, some fries, chicken McNugget, and a medium drink. I was like, oh baby. And that hit the spot, baby. So yes, I don't eat that every day, all day, but I just wanted to share that with y'all. They got that special going on right now, $5. It's a good deal. It really is a good deal. I was thinking about getting two, but no, because then I got to work that off. I don't feel like working that off. So, yeah. So that's that. Like I said, but I'll be back at it full strength tomorrow. To be honest. So, all right. Spicy says I've been masked up since 2022. 2020. I hear you. And I told you about that whole thing with fragrances and breathing. I tell you, every time I come across somebody with a certain kind of fragrance or something, it kind of like makes my breathing a little bit different. So I'll be masked up as well. So yeah. Huggy Pacino says Burger King nuggets taste like Save-A-Lot nuggets. Yeah, but but Huggy, I ain't really got no taste for nuggets like that. I think Wendy's got the best nuggets though, from what I understand. But I don't eat that stuff, so my tongue be like, "Yay!" We got something new. DVD says I don't like BK anymore. They don't taste the same. They don't. Some of it just tastes really, 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 really processed. What's up, Kimmy Black? How you doing? Oh shit! Not you, not you. I'm sorry, just nasty. You said that's your little girl. Oh, that's your little girl. Probably. I'm like, damn. I was like, I hope I didn't call her a dog. I hope I didn't call her little girl a dog. My bad. When I read that comment, I was like, oh damn, I messed up. Okay, I'm glad there's not a child that I call a dog. Sorry, my bad. Ooh, I'm glad that is really a dog. DVD said they turned me off when they tried to make the funky ass tacos. Okay, I don't remember. Did they really? Wow, I don't remember that. I haven't had nuggets in like a decade. Good, keep it that way. 'Cause, yeah, I don't think they're good for you, to be honest. And the ones that you buy in the store in the bag taste even worse. It tastes even more processed. I'm like, damn. All right, so let me get into it. So I was at Burger King, right? I walked in the door. I had my hoodie on, whatever, because I just came from the gym. The dude literally at the counter was motherfucking petrified. I could tell, I could read body language very well, and he was definitely petrified. He didn't know if I came in to rob the damn store or I came in there for an order. And I think once he saw I had money in my wallet and I came in for an order, he was relieved because he didn't know what was gonna go down. And I'm like, damn, that's got to be, But what was a weird thing is there was a plump girl who looked like a miniature size of Brianna, who was real cool. Like she wasn't even nervous or nothing. So it was just interesting. And I think males do fear other males unnecessarily just due to if a man's got a strong stature. Whereas a woman, she don't care. He could come in looking like a hobo, whatever. She'd be all right. But the man is already defensive, so that's very interesting. You know what? Okay, good morning. How are you? Jamaica Patricia's baby, I don't know who that is. I don't know why you doxed him, but whatever. Why won't you address the fact you have a dead mammy, Sergey? Why won't you address the fact that you didn't come in here and say hello, good afternoon, or good evening? Anyway, whatever. All right. Tofu Back Alley for those who. Well, first of all, let me do this. Let me do the Avatar toy drive because PDP. I told you I will let you know that PDP was one of the people who donated, and I do like to acknowledge those who give to my my ambitions, my initiatives, and doing things like that because I am an avatar and I do believe in thanking those who trust in me using their resources adequately and appropriately. So I do want to sit up here and run the avatar. Thank you, Toy Drive message real quick. All right. So we'll be right back. Once again, thank you to everybody who contributed, especially those who are my diehard fans. And I just want to say thank you to PDP, for his gesture as well. Here we go.
I love me some Avatar Nation.
Jingle bell rock, jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing, but bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell rock, jingle bells time and jingle bells time. Dancing and dancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air.
I love me some Avatar Nation. Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
All right. Once again, thank y'all so much. And that is what, y'all final contributions was able to get for the kids this holiday season. So thank y'all so much for that. Next up, like I said, we've created, the Tofu Back Alley. And that's pretty much just where you get like the cliff notes of what's going on YouTube. There's a lot of good people back there in the back alley. They're also starting a fitness group or have started a fitness group where they encourage each other to do fitness and set up fitness challenges and point y'all to also the different videos of where they can, if you having problems with your midsection or you want to get them love handles off or you want to tone your thighs or you want to find a way to increase your endurance. There's also a group back there that is doing that as well. It's a Tofu Back Alley. Like I said, it's 24/7 hour access pretty much back there. There's always somebody back there going on. If I'm out there, there's somebody else who is a member back there. Like I said, there is a fee for this. It's like I said, it's less than, there's 30 days in a month. It's less than $1 a day. So I'm going to run that promo real quick. If you want to be part of it, feel free to message me on IG at avatar__nation. If you want to be part of it, and we'll put you in the group. There's no vetting process. We'll put you in it. If it's not for you, you just let me know. And then after the first month, you can abscond and you can leave. But like I said, it is a lot of information, a lot of tea, a lot of timestamps, and a lot of videos that could definitely save you a lot of time, but keep you abreast on what's going on these YouTube streets. All right, we'll be right back. We're going to run this promo, and then we're going to get back into the commentary. Yeah.
Welcome.
So there you got it. Tofu Back Alley, $22 a month. Also, those who are on the private chat, also in the Tofu Back Alley, dues are due. Dues are due. So if you can send in your dues, that'd be tremendously appreciated. Thank you guys so much for that. All right. Diva D says that Batman toy reminds me of Natasha by her chin. Child. All right. PDP said thanks. Glad I was able to help. Well, thank you for for your kindness and for making a difference in people's lives. You know what I mean? That's the grand scheme of things. Next up we got Bank of America. What the F? Okay. So I'm just gonna give you what I feel about the situation. Pretty much. So Bank of America, obviously, they had a situation where people woke up to their accounts with no money in it. They said that it was specifically only to Zelle. Now, I've heard that it wasn't only specific to Zelle, to be honest. So, nonetheless, I feel like you don't play with people's money, especially. And I've always wondered, like, you got to understand, all this stuff that we see, it's really just digital numbers, right? I mean, like somebody said, go, you have 50,000 in your account. Go ask to get 10,000 out right now. What they gonna tell you? No, you gotta wait. But wait a minute, I gave you 50,000 and one maybe over time or whatever, but it's still 50,000 cumulatively. So why did I can't get my money out right when I need my money? I'm telling you, be honest. If y'all got whatever in your account, if you got 50,000, 100,000, a million, go ask for that money expeditiously and you won't get it expeditiously back. So all we see is just made up numbers. So they could be sitting up here running around, loaning your money out, which they do, right? Which they do. And then when it comes time for you to really need it or don't have it, they don't have it. But also look at the situation where who knows? Like this is kind of scary in a way. It's kind of scary because if you really want to mess up somebody, mess with their banking systems and mess with their telecommunications, okay, in their environment, Nonetheless, like I'm hearing, I peeked in on Joy's video says she got her family member that work in the bank, and it's just not, it's not what they're saying. And from a PR standpoint, let's just be honest, that whole crypto market stuff that's going on is disastrous because those people are pulling up their funds like pronto, right? Especially when they hear about what happened. So, the banking industry does not want to endure that, and I wouldn't be surprised if they tell you that they're going to limit what you can withdraw. Like if you read an article like that, you're like, oh, what? Oh, hell no to the no. I'm taking my money over to a credit union or somewhere else, right? And then you also got to understand, like somebody was saying, that they only federally insure only up to $250,000. So if you have $500,000, well, baby, $250,000 that's gone. If it's hacked or whatever, if they have a hacking situation, a cyber terrorism situation, baby, $250,000 of that is gone. They only insuring $250,000. And even it's worse if you got $1 million because $750,000 is gone. So yeah, so it's a lot of people going to be making a lot of decisions today, and I guarantee you, I'm sure they're going to see a lot of withdrawals. I was reading an article. They were also talking about like they trying to increase profit by cutting on customer service. Now you try to call Bank of America, you don't get really nobody. To be honest, from what I read. So just nasty says that's bug going around. I can't get rid of that mess. It's getting better. Well, I hope you get better, just nasty. I really do. That's why I only do credit unions, says Spicy. But credit unions getting crazy with the fees. Like my credit union, they just insane. I'm like, how I'm gonna have this is the worst. So Google will reach in there and hit me up for $2, right? Then because I only use my credit union account for certain things. So Google will reach in there and hit me up for $2, right? They're gonna hit me up with a $40 surcharge. I'm like, what? What? Don't y'all have no buffer? If it's over $5, then I don't think a person should get hit. Like it's just so then I gotta go all the way down to the bank and say, can you please remove the fee? This is insane. Insane. It's crazy. And none of that stuff be costing them money at all. Like electronic transfer, they want to charge you $15. I'm like, how is the electronic transfer costing you any money? It's electronic, not manual. Insane. PDP says now all your calls go to India. Yeah, I think I hung up on the Indian person one time because they lied to me about your name. Don't sit up here and I know you in India and you talk about your name, Jessica. No, don't do that. Don't lie to me. Just say something close to your name, whatever, Carisha, something like that. But don't sit up here and say, oh, my name is Jessica. You don't sound like no damn Jessica. So why are you sitting up here lying to me? So then I'm supposed to trust you with my financial transaction and you sound like Carisha? Man, get out of here with that. I can't stand people dishonest, especially with my money. Anyway. Spicy, I never had that happen. Okay, well, you got a good credit union. Maybe I need to bank with your credit union, Spicy, and Philly. All right, so that's my 2 bits on that. I think, to be honest, if you think about it long term, I don't think there's going to be any more wars like what's going on with Ukraine. I think it's going to be cyber war, and it's going to definitely involve banking institutions. And it's scary when you wake up and you see that you got no money in your damn bank account. Like, that's a scary thing. So they better get that together because there's nothing worse for a bank to have than that kind of PR nightmare. And I think that whole Zelle situation is such a bunch of bull because that means you got some kind of crack in your infrastructure that needs to get remedied pronto. And I hope their competitors are taking notice too and up to make IT systems because a lot of y'all don't understand, especially in this recession. Sorry if y'all hear that rubbing. Especially in this day and age, a lot of corporations are cutting IT spending. Well, I hope they don't cut IT security because, baby, that could be the demise. Because people are going to stop putting their money in the banks if they can't trust it. They're going to sit right there and dig a hole in their backyard and put their money right there where Rufus is going to protect it. Huggy says, "Them people all about not being able to come." It sure is. It's ridiculous. It's damn ridiculous. BOA always answer and call back. They must like you. SK, I believe you're fine than cheeseburger and Whopper because you do sports. Let me tell you something. I told you during the pandemic I was gaining weight, and the all hell no to the no moment. Let me play my clip. All hell no to the no moment for me.
Oh, hell no.
Was when my skin started stretching. I was like, oh hell no. I was like, and things started shrinking. Okay, so use your imagination. I'm like, I can't have this. If it's preventative, no. I don't want to be on no damn Viagra or Cialis when I don't have to because I'm eating too much. Oh hell no. I mean, you gotta listen to your body, right? It's not that hard. Your body will talk to you. If you eat it too much, you're gonna have labor breathing and all this other stuff and just a whole bunch of other stuff. So, but a lot of people don't listen. And then let me tell you something. Food is addictive, right? You sit there like, oh, let me eat this, funny bun or whatever that's fun bun. Oh, let me do this. And then, and then you wind up, oh, I can't go to the gym today. And then why? I can't go to the gym today leads into a whole 6 months. I can't go to the gym. Then you got a big old butt and a gut. So, it's choices, right? It's choices. Choices. Just keep saying huh until they get frustrated and transfer you to someone who speaks better English. DVD, ain't nobody get that kind of time. Ain't nobody get that kind of time. All right. Next up is Usain Bolt money gone. This is another all hell no to the non moment. Where's Steve Harvey at? Where you at, Steve Harvey? Oh Lord, I think Steve Harvey just ran away. Ooh, Lord. I don't know where Steve Harvey went. Where you at, Steve Harvey? I don't know. Here he is.
Oh, hell no! Okay.
It said Usain Bolt is missing $12.7 million from his account, leaving a balance of $12,000. That's not funny. As lawyers of the former world's fastest man threaten an investment firm with criminal action if it isn't returned in 10 days. Oh, Lord. Lawyers of the world-renowned sprinter Usain Bolt alleged that almost all his money from an account with a private investment firm is missing. Bolt's account is now allegedly at just $12,000 after originally holding $12.8 million. They say if this is correct, and we're hoping it's not, then a serious act of fraud, larceny, or a combination of both have been committed against our client, says his attorneys. Lawyers say they will take civil and criminal action if the money is not returned within the next 10 days. Jamaica's Financial Services Commission is investigating Stocks and Securities Limited, the firm in question. They said, we understand that clients are anxious to receive more information and assure you that we are closely monitoring the matter throughout all required steps, and we will alert our clients of the resolution as soon as that information is available. Both lawyers sent the letter Monday, the same day Jamaica's Financial Services Commission announced it was investigating the firm. A day later, financial authorities said they were assuming temporary management of the private investment firm. It is allowed to keep operating, but needs approval of the government for any transactions. They also were saying that at the peak of Usain Bolt's career, he was making $12 million a year. Puma now pays him $4 million a year to wear their clothing. But nonetheless, you have an account of $12.7 million, it's down 12,000. And that's what's wrong with a lot. And I don't know Usain Bolt, but I do know a lot of celebrities do say they believe these people, and they turn over their financials, their financial earnings to these people who have these, long, extensive history in investments in financial backing or industry knowledge, and they believe them, and they wind up taking their money, or putting in investments that they say will grow and don't grow. What's up, Hinata Touch? How you doing? Good to see you. But nonetheless, I do hope he gets his money back, like for real. I do, because he earned that. Ain't no right. Nobody has the right to take that away, And you gotta be careful. Those who be sitting up there telling you, I can triple or double your investment, they'd be the main ones jealous that you got it, that you were able to earn it, and that you had the ability, God-given ability to do so, and they jealous that they don't. God didn't give them the ability to run, or they were too lazy, because they didn't want to eat a burrito. Stop eating a burrito or get on track. Okay, next up, we want to talk about Flo Rida. Where Flo Rida at? Flo Rida. Man, how much? Wait a minute. How much did Flo Rida get paid? Flo Rida got paid. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all this. Flo Rida got paid. So that's Flo Rida, y'all. Okay, and he was awarded. Flo Rida was awarded $82 million against the energy company Cialis or Celsius. Sorry, did I say Cialis? Sorry, y'all. Not Cialis. Celsius. Ooh, child, my bad. Flo Rida, don't come after me. My bad. All right, here we go. A Florida jury ruled in favor of a lawsuit brought forth by rapper Flo Rida against Celsius Energy Drinks and awarded him a total of $82.6 million in damages. Ooh, child. On Wednesday, a jury found Celsius guilty of breaching an endorsement deal with Flo Rida that ran from 2014 to 2018. The jury also found that the brand fraudulently hid information from him. In a statement, Flo Rida, whose legal name is Tremar Dillard, thanked the jury, judge, and his attorneys and said he gained a new respect for the judicial system. This was a long journey, but we prevailed from the start. I only wanted what I worked for, nothing more, nothing less. He said in the statement, added that he was instrumental in the success of Celsius that y'all have come to know and love today. The rapper, known for songs including Right Round and Whistle, filed a lawsuit in 2021 and claimed Celsius owed him millions in added stock and royalties under the terms of their deals. During closing arguments, Flo Rida's attorney, John Ustall, said his client had not sold a specific dollar amount in his lawsuit, but the 1% ownership he was promised. In a separate statement, Ustall said that he and his client relied on the jury to navigate the complicated legal issues involved in the case. We said we trust the jury to do the right thing. We trust the verdict, accept the decision of the jury. I'm glad in this case the jury concluded that Flo Rida should get what he worked for. So congratulations to Flo Rida. I just hope that all the money don't go to attorney fees. That's all I hope. Because you get low bank account with that. So yeah, but nonetheless, congratulations to Flo Rida. I'm glad it worked out. I mean, he is a star, so I'm sure it pretty much was easy for the jury. I'm thinking, I don't know the ins and outs of the case, but I'm sure it was easy for them to sit up here and say, well, did he, agree to this? And they had to admit it, even though they tried to hide information, to be honest. What's up, Ronnie Q? How you doing? Good to see you. Congratulations on your channel success. Just Nasty says, when I was younger, I used to play sports and exercise at the gym. My life is it's complicated. Yeah, it can be. And I got to also take into account that it does take time to be in the gym. Honestly, you don't have to go to the gym. The reason why I say go to the gym is because it has the equipment there. But I know everybody doesn't have that time because, to be honest, once you work those shifts, you get through traffic, you want to just go to sleep. There ain't no time to go to the gym and stuff like that. So I definitely can understand that, PDP says, you would think that if you're the best in the world at something, that would be worth a little more than 12 million. But I think to be honest, PDP, I think they said his whole total worth is worth 44 million. I just think that's one account. That's one account he has, to be honest. Okay. So yeah, so that's the Flo Rida news. Okay. Also, feel free to thumbs up the live. Feel free to subscribe if you so choose to. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $ Sir King Crown. It'll be tremendously appreciated. Let's see what else we got up on the agenda. Let's see. Hold on. All right, let me get that off the screen. Okay. Flo Rida wins. I told you, Kamala Harris. The Golden State Warriors went to go visit Joe Biden and Kamala Harris at the White House. I guess Joe Biden took a knee. They said that he also bungled her name, really, which means messed up her name when he was speaking to her, but also asked her to take a knee, and she said she wasn't going to take no knee in front of the team. So, her bougie self. But anyway, she said no. All right, so this next thing I want to show you is kind of real crazy. And it goes back to I don't know if you listened to my broadcast this morning, it goes back to what I was talking about Brianna, how Brianna sits up here and sides with women just because they're women, not based on facts. We got this whole situation dealing with whatever, and she was going after Jay Wilson. But nonetheless, Brianna has a history of somewhat being sexist and siding with women just because they are women. She one time said if a woman said that she was assaulted or raped or whatever, that she would immediately side with them just based on GP, not based on the circumstances of the situation. Now, Mika Baby Green sent me this, DM this to me, and I was like, wow, this is insane. This is crazy. So I'm going to play this. It's very interesting. It's unfortunate because lives were lost physically and the other way. You could lose your life, by being in jail too. So just check this out. This is really crazy. Really crazy. Did this upload? Okay, yeah. Insane. Absolutely insane.
On October 25, 1968, James Richardson and his wife Annie Mae left in the morning to go to work. Their neighbor Betsy Reese was in charge of feeding their 7 children at their lunch break with the food that Annie Mae had prepared earlier. All 7 children became seriously ill, and each of them would be dead by the following morning. Autopsies revealed that they had been poisoned with pesticides, and Betsy directed authorities toward a shed on the Richardsons' property containing a deadly insecticide called parathion. James became a prime suspect because he had been seen talking to an insurance salesman a few days before. A couple of jailhouse snitches also testified that Richardson had confessed. Richardson was on death row for 5 years until 1972, when the U.S. Supreme Court declared the death penalty unconstitutional and his sentence was commuted to 25 to life. While he was on death row, Betsy told multiple people that she killed the Richardsons' children, but Richardson didn't get exonerated until 21 years later after Betsy officially confessed. She also had 2 dead husbands in her past. The first died after eating a stew she had prepared, and she shot the second one because, as she said, he came after her. She was sentenced to 20 years but served only 4 and was out on parole, living next to the Richardson family.
That's insane, y'all. That's insane. Absolutely insane. She sat up there, and I know he's speaking fast, so I'll play it one more time so y'all can comprehend. But just take into account, she killed 7 children. She also killed, seems like 2 of her husbands, right? And she only served 4 years for the diabolical evilness that she did. And this is a whole woman, y'all, a whole gremlin under the disguise of a woman. But it's just absolutely insane.
On October 25, 1968, James Richardson and his wife Annie Mae left in the morning to go to work. Their neighbor Betsy Reese was in charge of feeding their 7 children at their lunch break with the food that Annie Mae had prepared earlier. All 7 children became seriously ill, and each of them would be dead by the following morning. Autopsies revealed that they had been poisoned with pesticides, and Betsy directed authorities toward a shed on the Richardsons' property containing a deadly insecticide called parathion. James became a prime suspect because he had been seen talking to an insurance salesman a few days before. A couple of jailhouse snitches also testified that Richardson had confessed. Richardson was on death row for 5 years until 1972, when the U.S. Supreme Court declared the death penalty unconstitutional and his sentence was commuted to 25 to life. While he was on death row, Betsy told multiple people that she killed the Richardsons' children, but Richardson didn't get exonerated until 21 years later after Betsy officially confessed. She also had 2 dead husbands in her past. The first died after eating a stew she had prepared, and she shot the second one because, as she said, he came after her. She was sentenced to 20 years but served only 4 and was out on parole, living next to the Richardson family.
Yeah, so like I said, that's insane. That's a whole woman that's doing that. You know what I mean? So you just can't judge circumstances and situations initially just due to you being the same sex as them and all that other stuff. But nonetheless, that's truly sad. 7 kids lost their life. It's also another lesson in that situation is be careful who you leave your children with. You know, just because someone looks, motherly or they caring or innocent, they really not. A lot of people diabolical. Shit, she was up there cooking food for her husband, which is a wifely duty, but sat up there and put pesticide in it and killed him. So I'm just, I thought that was interesting. Um, so thank you, Mickey Baby, for sharing that with me. Y'all, if y'all see any stories that y'all want me to share on the platform, feel free to send it to me via IG. You could do it through the whole Reels thing. You could do it through the links and stuff like that. If I do not take up your story, please don't take it personally. It may be that I find it hard to communicate that to the audience or something like that, or the video that you send me may be too long for me to upload and cut, because there is a restriction limit regarding the size of files and stuff like that. So I'm just telling y'all that, because if you send me something, it may be great, but it may be hard for me to communicate. Okay? All right. So thank y'all once again for y'all participation and help with that. And once again, thank you, Mickey Baby, for sending it to me, and hope y'all enjoyed that. What's up, House Music? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What you say, Spicy? On the news today, 49-year-old woman shot both her parents and cut them out with I'm not laughing. I'm like, damn. Electric chainsaw her brother came concerned when he didn't hear from them. Everybody going cuckoo. Everybody going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Everybody crazy. Hey, dog, let me tell y'all something for real. Listen, when y'all go in any place, make sure y'all know where the exits are. When you go sit down at a restaurant, don't have your back to the door. I'm just telling y'all some stuff for real. Like, I know some police officers and stuff like that, and that's how they train. I'm sure a lot of y'all know people in the military. You just know your bearings. I was somewhere today, and I was just like, okay, when I'm at the gym, I'm like, how am I going to get out this bad boy? I'm always, because you never know what's going to pop off. The situation may not even involve you. It may involve somebody else, and you may wind up getting hit. So, when y'all wearing these earbuds and stuff, don't wear them at maximum capacity. You got to hear what's going on. You got to hear some screaming. You got to hear what's going on. I really wear only one earbud, to be honest, because I got to have the other here to hear what's going on. So I'm just giving y'all some survival tips. Just keep on your peripheral. Like, I be watching when people walking behind me. I had one dude want to walk up behind me on Walmart. I'm like, what the fuck? He like, oh, when I see tall dudes, he said, I'll say I'm a dunk on them. I was like, okay, Now you try to dunk on my ass real quick, it's gonna be a dunk on your damn face. I didn't say that, but I was ready for his ass. Like, it's just people are just weird out here. So just be on your peripherals. I see a lot of people who are complacent, all engulfed in their phones. When you walking down the street, man, you shouldn't be having your head in your phone. You can take a glance at it. But for real, the best advice I can give you is whenever you go, just know where to exit at. Know where to get the hell out at. See how many exits there are. 4, 2, 1, whatever. So that's the stuff I want to tell you for real. What's up, Banana TV? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Okay. So now, Huggy, if you're ready to come up, feel free to come up. I'm going to drop the link for Huggy. If anybody wants to come up, feel free to come up. I got about 10 minutes. Feel free to hit the link and tell us what you think. Also, like I said, I'm doing this whole new thing, the Tofu Back Alley. If you want to join us, $22 a month. You don't have to stay. If it ain't for you for the first month, then you don't. But I think it's a fun thing. Like I said, we put links, timestamps, screenshots, and stuff like that. So that's something I'm doing. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. So I'll wait for Huggy to hit the link because he wanted to tell us about Bank of America. So yeah. All right. Here's Huggy. Huggy, give me like 1 second real quick. I gotta plug in my device. Not my device, but my headphone. My headphone. All right. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Y'all might hear it too. All right, here we go.
Phones up. Turn my headphones up.
What's up, Huggy? How you doing?
What's going on with you, man?
Long time no talk, eh?
How you already know?
yeah. So what's going on, man?
I'm gonna give somebody some people. If you bank with anybody, this ain't just about Bank of America. I bank with 2 banks, so I recommend people. If you got a bank for my situation, I got Navy Federal and Bank of America, so you know what type of time I'm on. But if you just want to have one account, go get you like a prepaid card or like a MetaBank, something like a NetSpend, or I don't know what they got out there. I know NetSpend is still out there, Walmart, or whatever they got. Get you one of those accounts for like a secondary account, just in case you have a situation where your main account has to close. But it's a few important things people got to point out. First of all, you can always contact Bank of America. I ain't never had no problem getting them on the phone, and I probably had 40 different disputes in the last 5 years. So I've never had a problem, even when I had this situation. Remember I was telling you about the Google charges?
Yeah.
When I was having these memberships, and they settled that, no problem. You know what I mean? So I want to say, if you're making false disputes, that's one reason they'll close your account. Let's just say I'm gonna keep it real. I've been in a situation where I got like $200 left, and then I spent some money, and I got like $40 left, and I'd be like, well, I really didn't want to pay $50 for that particular meal that I bought. Let me see if I can dispute it. I've done that before in the past, not recently. I just want to put that out there. So you can't be doing things like that, because what happens is they'll probably temporarily give you the money back, or they'll put it on hold and then they'll make a decision. And in most cases, they'll probably find a way to not be able to contact them, give you the money back. But if they find out that it was false when they get to investigating it, if you do that on multiple occasions, they'll close your account for that. And
I think that what happened to Pizarro. I think she disputed charge. She got the money, forgot about it. They did the investigation. A month later, came back and took that bad boy. That's what I feel. And she
she's
was.
about the headset. Like, what's she waiting on? But
The
that's it.
government. The
I ain't got.
government.
I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just asking for a
Well,
friend.
you know
Like,
how that is. I mean, for as long as she, let me tell you something, and you know this, like, I ain't telling you nothing new. But with the views you get and the money she missing out on, it ain't nothing but one reason why you wouldn't get monetized. You know what I'm saying? It ain't you missing out thousands of bands because of what? Because you in the government. I mean, for real. And she don't want to, lose her benefits. So
Yeah,
Allegedly.
Google money is taxable. You can't play like that. It's taxable. It's a part of your income, and you can't use it. So I understand you want to get them stamps. We feel you. Yeah, but I also want to say text alerts. If it don't matter who you bank with, text alerts, email alerts, but I prefer people have their phone number activated as a text alert because for some reason, some of these, let's say Taco Bell, right? I might go on Taco Bell and I might be buying something to eat, and as they swipe the card and I'm getting my food and I get my receipt, and right before I pull off, I get a text message saying, "Did you make this purchase?" I don't know why it does that, but the system sometimes picks it up as a possible fraud.
Right.
I don't know why. But if you don't respond to that, that's another reason they close your account because they can consider your account as fraudulent, although they're supposed to say, let's just disable your account and temporarily suspend it until you call us. And in retrospect, if they have to do that by you not responding or in certain situations you have, they could close your account for that too. So you also got to be prepared to deal with that. So you got to be able to communicate with them as well via text message or whatever. Also, your address needs to be consistent. I've been with them 5 years. I want to say since 2020 is when I changed my address, and I haven't moved it since. And I also recommend, paperless, statements, paperless, bills or whatever. So you don't have to you do everything by online, get all your statements online. But you just follow those lessons. And, if there is some type of conspiracy where they're just closing accounts, hey, just make sure they send you a check. Keep records of everything. That's why I also recommend that you keep track of everything online. Uh, you should be able to log in and get, like, if they close your account today, let's say they close it at 3 a.m. You should be able to go online and see your bank statements, find out exactly how much you got left. Keep a screenshot of that, proof of it. If they don't want to send you a check, then contact your lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Or some type of corporate office, risk department, whatever you got to do. But all that, they not sending no check. I saw that too in the article. Like, oh, I've been waiting to get a check and I ain't got a check yet. Like, stop it. They'll send you a check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think a lot of this stuff is propaganda. Will there possibly be some type of closing of accounts? Maybe. I'm pretty sure they will. I'm pretty sure they're gonna move over to currentless. Is that a word? Currentless society where everything is crypto and everything
Oh
is
yeah.
digital. I'm
Right.
pretty sure they're gonna move everything over, but y'all got to be prepared for that.
Right. That's
You know
why
what I mean?
that's why I wasn't like I didn't understand the whole cryptocurrency thing because I'm like, how can you have a competitive currency while you trying to roll this out? You just can't, right?
No,
And
you can't.
you got to think about it though, Huggy. They may do something that's catastrophic in order to push people to the cryptocurrency. You got to have a reason to make people
Oh
move.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
Exactly. I mean, I was dealing with a bank that's local, through the Tennessee that I live, but I realized when I'm gonna move, I gotta have a nationwide bank, and this is one of the nationwide banks. So that's the only reason I got a Bank of America account years ago was because of that.
yeah.
So I was preparing it, for the future, and here
Mhm.
I am. But I ain't never had a problem with these people. These people take care of me. I think the only thing they didn't do is I had a situation where somebody did something for me and I did it through Zelle, and I tried to dispute that, and that was not an easy dispute because contract, everything was contract based, and I took it as a loss. I lost $1,000. If I ever see that woman, and some females with me, she gonna get fucked up. I'll just put that out. And but yeah, because I trusted someone that trusted someone. I trusted someone that knew that lady. And I shouldn't have done that, so that's my fault. However, she just refused to talk to me. Like, yo, you can't be ripping people off. Like, yo, you live in Florida, somebody gonna catch you. You know how Florida's a conspiracy state. Like, ain't no telling what might happen to that lady.
I feel
Wink,
you.
wink. But anyway, also when you mentioned you were sick. I've said this before. I'm gonna say it again. Vitamin C, vitamin D3, and zinc. Whole Foods. I'm pretty sure everybody got a Whole Foods somewhere nearby. If you don't have one, go on Amazon and deliver it to your house. But you have to do that every day, twice a day, all three. For the white people that's listening, for the non-melanated people, I'm trying not to be funny, but for the non-melanated people who need vitamin D, because you and I both know what's up. If you need vitamin D, D3 and vitamin D, you need both of those along with the vitamin C and the zinc. Don't get mad at me. I'm just letting you know it is what it is. But you need vitamin D. People who have melanin don't need vitamin D. We need D3 as a secondary. So that's it. I appreciate you for having me on, bro.
No, thank you, Huggy. Appreciate you for coming and sharing the wisdom.
For sure. Yeah. P, get you a headset, man. It's 2023. I'm out.
Woo! Thank you to the one and only Huggy Pacino for coming up. So that's all we got. Like I said, I was only gonna be online for 45 minutes. We here 50 minutes. So that's all I got for you. Hopefully I'll be back later. Can't make any guarantees. But once again, y'all, prayers up to Yahmeen. Be the change I want to see in the world. Feel free to throw it to live. Also, thank you to my wonderful moderators and Tofuans. Appreciate y'all so much. And casual fans alike. Y'all go subscribe to Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q over there with her excellent analysis voice over there. She was talking about the whole situation with Larry Reed and Jay Wilson and all the other stuff and Tim Blaine. So yeah, go check her out. Give her a click on the view and the subscription will definitely do. All right, with that being said, I'm out of here. Like I said, if you want to send a gesture, feel free to do so. We do have the Tofu Back Alley where we put it back there is receipts, timestamps, commentary, and a good time. And also fitness tips. So if y'all want to, feel free to join that. For $22 a month, Avatar _ Nation, if you want to get in, and I'll add you to the group. Okay. With that being said, I'm out of here. What's up, Gummy Bama? How you doing? Good to see you. TNBN says you still need to intake vitamin D. I agree. Diva D with her nasty ass says I only need one form of vitamin D right now, and it ain't no vitamins. Which means she needs a gallon of milk. Okay. Huggy says blacks. Like Nina Gogoli says blacks. The blacks need vitamin D, not D, unless you like where the sun don't shine. Ha ha. You welcome, Ronnie Q. Yes, take care of yourself because you only got one body. That's the gift God gave you. That's the one gift God gave you. So just make sure you take care of it. All right. With that being said, I am out of here. Y'all take care. Y'all be the change y'all want to see in the world. Have a good one. Bye, y'all. See y'all later. Good job.
Welcome.
Tofu Alley. No beef, just tofu. That boy is good.